Hello beautiful humans, we are going to do a beautiful sequence that is primarily lying down to really wake up your body in a soothing and kind manner. So when you're ready, come to lie down. So lying on your back with your feet flat on the floor, knees are apart, but if it feels more comfortable to just let them slide together, then feel free to do that. And then allow yourself to settle in. Hands can rest on your body or maybe rest by your sides. Closing down the eyes or softening your gaze. And I know you may have just woken up, so you might prefer to keep your gaze soft, looking up to the ceiling rather than closing down the eyes again if that's going to make you super sleepy. Through the practice, remember that we are being kind and gentle to ourselves. We're starting our morning with this body awareness. Starting our morning with connecting to ourselves. Just allowing the outside world to melt into the background for these few moments, so that we can nourish ourselves, fill our own pot, our own cup, and then go out into the world from that fulfilled place. Taking a few breaths here. Just noticing how that feels in your body. You might want to deepen the breaths. Just sending the breath down into the bottom of the lungs. And then when you're ready, just allowing the knees to come apart if they were knocking together. Adjust the feet so that you can start to tilt through your pelvis. And you're going to tuck and untuck your tailbone really gently in a small way, just to start noticing the movement of your pelvis and how it glides over the top of your femur joint, so the head of the femur. Tucking and untucking tailbone, feel the rocking of the pelvis here. And then we're going to allow the pelvis to grow heavy, still, sinking down into the ground. And reach the arms out in front of you, so that the fingertips are reaching towards the ceiling. Now focusing on your shoulder blades, so the shoulder blades are resting now against the ground. Can you reach your fingertips towards the ceiling to pull shoulder blades slightly away from the ground? And then you squeeze your shoulder blades together in order to pull them back down to the ground. So you've got a little bit of feedback here from the floor. So as you create this movement through your shoulder blade, the scapula, can you try and reduce the movement through your spine? So hopefully the floor will be able to keep the spine nice and still as you just move through the shoulder blades. You reach fingertips towards the ceiling and then you squeeze those shoulder blades back down. You reach and you pull the shoulder blades away and you squeeze back down. And this movement is actually really great for getting our mind into our body, as we have to really focus on that movement and moving that area specifically of the body. is quite small. Maybe trying to connect to muscles that we don't move in our everyday life. Squeezing and then pulling back. One more, squeeze. And then pulling back. From here, you're going to open the arms up wide in a T shape or maybe a cactus shape if you haven't got much space around you. And you're going to circle the right elbow up. So even in the cactus shape, you can go from your elbow. If you've got a T shape, you're going to go from your fingertips. But you're circling the arm up and over the head to then reach over and maybe meet the other hand or the other arm, so the left side. And you're going to create a little twist through the torso. And then you open back up. So we circle up and over, meet the other side. So it's like you're closing a book and then you open back up. One more like this. Circling. Open back up. This time the elbow moves first, but you're going to allow your knees to go with you. So you circle through the elbow, through the shoulder. Once you get into that closed book position, can you allow the knees to drop to the left? So you're turning all the way onto your left side. And then it's your elbow again that leads the way as you open the arm to then pull the knees back up to the top. We go again. We circle that right elbow to meet left. We close the book. The knees knock to the left. We turn onto left side. Then we open up with that right elbow, pulling the knees back up to the top as you go. One more. We circle. We land on that left side. And then we open up. Nice. From here we're going to create that circle, but we're going to add on. So we circle and knees are going to fall. And then from here, can you bring your right hand just next to or underneath your left elbow and then push into the right hand to kind of pull yourself backwards slightly and push yourself up so that you're resting on the left side of your hip, left side of your thigh. Both hands are on the ground and we're twisting towards the top of the mat. And then we're going to bend the elbows backwards to bring the chest to the floor. Push through your hands to come all the way back up. And again, we bend to come to the ground. And back up. One more. Bend. And push. From here, take your left arm underneath your right to come back onto your left side and then open yourself back up to the top so that you're lying on your back, your knees are up to the sky, arms are in that T shape or maybe into that cactus shape, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Just going to rearrange on the mat a little. Just take a breath, breathing in. Breathing out. Take a moment to notice how the right side feels compared to left. There's no judgment, we're just bringing awareness to the different sides. And then the left arm circles up and over in order to reach around for the right arm on top of right, closing that book, remembering there's a twist in the torso. And then we open back up, circling that elbow or the hand up and over in that big rainbow shape if you've got the space. So we circle up and over to meet right. And we open up. And again, noticing how it feels through that shoulder joint. We circle and twist. And we open up. Let's join in with those knees now. So we circle the left arm up and over to meet right. We close off the book. We allow the knees to go to the right now. So we fall onto that right hand side. And then it's the left elbow or arm that circles up and over, bringing you into a little twist, and then it pulls the knees back up to center. And then again, left arm up and over, closing that book, rolling onto the right side, and then opening back up. One more like this. We roll. We open back up by allowing that left elbow or left hand to pull us all the way back up to the top. And then this time round, we're going to allow ourselves to really come onto the side of the body, the right hand side of the body. Left hand will come underneath your right elbow, push into the ground, so push your torso head up, and then the right hand will come to the floor as well. From here, you're sitting on your right hip, the right side of your thigh, both hands on the ground, chest is twisted towards the top of your mat, and you're going to bend your elbows to bring the chest down. Push back up. And another. And another. Nice. You're going to take the left arm underneath the right in order to come back down onto your right shoulder, right side of your body, and then pull yourself back up so that you're coming onto your back, knees are up to the sky. Let's take a moment just to pull knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side on that lower back. Pull knees all the way in, squeeze forehead up towards your knees to give yourself a nice squeeze, a nice hug. And then can you take the arms up overhead, the legs long, and give yourself a good stretch. Breathing in and then sighing out through the mouth. Taking a moment to bring hands onto the body, one onto the chest, one onto the belly. Connecting back to your breath here. Allowing yourself, your awareness, your mind to be within your body. And then when you're ready, slowly bringing yourself back up to sitting in any way that feels right for you. And we thank ourselves for coming to the mat, for allowing our minds to settle a little, and for our breath always being there to support us. Thank you so much for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day.